Well, what's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for joining me here at Narcissism 101, Cracking the Code with me, Paul Wisdom. All right, so what we are going to be talking about today, and before I get into it, if you want a one-on-one session, you can email me at paul.wisdom_03 at hotmail.com. I do one-on-one sessions, or you can send me a text message at 647-406-3057. If you want to talk, if you want to vent, if you want to talk about your situation and you want to call, then you can just text me at that number. Just let me know that you want to talk about narcissism, and I'd be more than happy to help you out with your situation. So, today, what I'm going to be talking about is separating the wheat from the chaff. Separating the wheat from the chaff. What does this actually mean when it comes down to narcissism? Well, what this means is that you are wheat. You, the person watching my video, the empath or the person who's trying to gain more knowledge, and then the narcissist is the chaff. So what I mean by this, and why I've sort of coined this little title, and why I've created this title, is because when the narcissistic relationship ends, when you get discarded or you reverse discard them and you leave them yourself, what you are going to find when the relationship ends, when the marriage ends, and or whatever relationship ends, whether it's your friend, whether it's your brother, your sister, your sibling, your spouse, your husband, your wife, your best friend of 20 years, 30 years, or you just met them, what you are going to have to do when a narcissistic relationship ends is you are going to find that a lot of people in your circle were chaff, were people who were fake. Now, it comes with a level of discernment that you yourself have to come to terms with. And that's why when the narcissistic relationship ends, for most people, you will have to heal. You will have to process things. You will have to deal with things. You will have to maybe go see somebody or go get help for what you just experienced, because you won't be able to understand what actually happened unless you went through unless you actually understand what it is, right? So when it all comes down to it, though, at the end of it, you will have to figure out who in your circle was there for you, and it's going to be revealed to you. It's going to be shown to you once it ends, and once you come to terms with the fact that you were in fact dealing with a narcissistic individual. You are going to find out that there were many people within that period of time that were listening to the smear campaign, that were listening to the things that the narcissist was telling you. Because when it ends, and one of the things I mentioned in one of my other videos, is that the narcissist, what they're going to be doing is that they're going to be spreading a smear campaign about you. They're going to be going around to people you know, people you guys knew together, and people who you might not even know at all, and they're going to be telling flat out lies about you, untruths about you, things about you that you wouldn't want to share with anybody. This is what the narcissist does. And again, why does the narcissist do this? Well, because they want to maintain this stance on the three things I mentioned in my videos, which is chaos, confusion, and control. They want to cause chaos in your life. They want to disrupt your energy. They want to disrupt your life. Excuse me. The second thing they want to do is they want to cause confusion, because they want to make you confused to doubt yourself, and because when they tell these lies about you, and now these people don't want anything to do with you, now you're going to be confused. You're going to be wondering, what did I do wrong to deserve this level of disrespect from these people? Well, the truth is you didn't do anything wrong. It's just the narcissist was spreading flat out lies about you without you even knowing it. And the narcissist does this all throughout the relationship, but more so they do it when the relationship ends. And they do it because, one, they want to administer these three things: chaos, confusion, control. But the other thing to keep in mind too is that the narcissist knows that they are a liar, that they're a habitual liar, that they are cunning, that they're evil, and the narcissist knows that when it ends, that you can destroy. They know that you can destroy their life with the truth, so they need to destroy your life with lies. Whew, let me say that again. The narcissist knows that you can destroy their life with the truth, And so they go and destroy your life with lies so that you don't destroy them with the truth. Because the narcissists, they always need to have one up on you. They always need to be better than everybody else. They always want to make it seem as though they're smarter, that they're faster, that they're more good looking, they're more beautiful, they're more sexy, that they're more handsome, they're more this, they're more that, and they have more money and all that. They need to make it seem as though they're living a life that's actually a true life. When in reality they're not. They're living a facade. They're living a fake show, if you will. So when the relationship ends with you and the narcissist, you will find out who's in your circle. You're going to find out that there's a lot of people, even within your immediate family, who never loved you, who never cared about you, who never had your best interests at heart. You're going to find out that there were people who were on the sidelines and they were believing the narcissist and they were validating the narcissist and were saying they were even telling lies about you too. They were telling the narcissist lies about you too. And they were feeding the narcissist ego. So what you're going to have to be doing once it ends, unfortunately, is you're going to have to separate the real people, the people that were in your circle. And there are going to be people in your circle that support you. You're going to have those few friends that will be there for you when you need somebody to talk to. But the sad thing and the really unfortunate thing is that there are a lot of people, a lot of people aren't educated on narcissism. Many people are going through it right now, and many people don't know how to respond to someone who just got out of it, because many people are healing from their experience with narcissist and with their narcissistic experience. And so what you're going to find is that you're going to have to do your homework by yourself. You're going to feel lonely, and I understand it's going to be very difficult for you to wrap your head around. Understand that there are a lot of people who didn't care about you. That there are a lot of people who wish that you were dead, to say it bluntly. I'm sorry to say it, and I mean, if it hurts you, then I understand. But I'm just saying that I'm just here to spread the truth about these narcissists, and I'm trying to expose them, and I'm trying to help you figure out whether people in your life are narcissists. And so, like I said, when the relationship ends, you're gonna have to separate wheat from chaff. You're gonna have to separate the people who are in your circle, and you're going to have to get rid of the people who are lies and who are telling flat out lies. And you will know this. You will know the people that were in your circle and the people that are fake and are phony and are liars to themselves. And the way you're gonna know that is when you try to reach out to these people and tell them about your narcissistic experience. What they're gonna do is they're going to try and make it seem as though you're the person who's wrong. They're gonna make it seem as though you're the person who is a narcissist. They're gonna make it seem as though they don't know what you're talking about. They're gonna make it seem as though they don't care about you. They're gonna start blaming. They're gonna start blaming you for dealing with the narcissist the way that you dealt with them. And pro tip, if you feel, here's the thing. Here's a pro tip. When you're explaining your experience to someone, if you feel like you're arguing with somebody when you're explaining to them, chances are that person is not for you. Chances are they may be a narcissist themselves, and chances are that's a person who you don't want to have in your circle, because you shouldn't, when you're explaining a situation like that, like narcissism, to somebody, when you're trying to get your point across and you're trying to be heard, and that person is making you feel like your situation doesn't matter. When they're doing that to you, that means that they don't care about you. It means that they don't respect you. It means that they don't want to hear what you have to say. And so your best bet then is to go no contact. Just block them on everything. Block everybody that's in contact with them. If you end up coming in contact with a flying monkey, this is when if a person just comes to you and they're trying to gather information about you, and you'll know this when the person's come to you and they're just asking just random questions about you, and they're just trying to get as much information from you as possible. And then when you try to ask them a question, they become passive aggressive and disrespectful towards you. Then you know that they could potentially be a flying monkey, a person who's enabling the narcissist behavior and is trying to collect information and report back to the narcissist. So you will have to separate these people from you. You're gonna be shocked. You are going to be very shocked when you find out the people who are not in your circle the whole time. These could be your best friends. These could be your siblings. These could be even your own parents. These could be people in your other organizations. These could be people you went to school with. These could be people you just met. like you're gonna be shocked beyond belief, the people who had disdain for you, the people that hated you and were jealous of you the whole time. It's gonna shock you to your core. But the good thing is that now you see people for who they are and not for who you want them to be. Let me say that again. Now you're going to see people for exactly who they are and not for what you want them to be or what they want you to see them as. And that's a harsh reality. It's hard because you felt like you really had a close relationship with them. You felt you were one of those people like myself who always saw the best in people, who always saw people as good and as inherently good. That you saw that the fact that we're all created in the image of God, that we all care about each other. We're learning now that that's not really the case. That there are a lot of people who want to destroy us, and a lot of people who are of reprobate minds, who are of the devil, that they want to come to destroy and to take everything from people. And then there are the wheat, the people who are the good people, the people that want to hear you, the people that want to be in your circle, the people that when you reach out to them, you don't feel like you're having an argument. Or the people that when you reach out to them, they say, I understand exactly what you're going through. Let me know how I can help you in some way. I may not understand narcissism, but let me know how I can pitch in. Let me know how I can be of assistance for you so that you don't feel like you're alone. These are the people you need to surround yourself with. But what I will say though is don't by any means just take and take and take from these people. Don't think that you should just come in and just burn them out. Don't do that. Just ask them for help. Ask them for what you truly need, and they will be there for you. So that's what I want you to understand when it comes down to it. Because the narcissist, truly, in a nutshell, they never cared about you. They never loved you. And the truth is, and this is what made me get over. This is what made me just move on so quickly. Is the fact that you are not alone in this. You are not alone. There are billions, millions and billions of people that are coming to the realization that they were dealing with a narcissist for a lot of their lives, or narcissists in their whole lives, but they've just figured it out. And the reason why, I just want to put this out there. The reason why so many people are figuring out these days that they're dealing with narcissists is because the truth is narcissism has been around our whole lives from the beginning of mankind. But what happened was that things were just being swept under the rug. Things were just being hidden behind closed doors. Things were just being put away for people not to find out. And now what's happening is that people are being exposed because we are living in the last days. Like the Bible said, in the last days, men will become lovers of their own selves. People will turn against each other. Races will hate each other. Men and women will hate one another. Women, mothers and daughters will hate each other. Sons and fathers will hate each other. These are the last days. And the narcissist, the devil knows that his time is coming to an end. So he needs to make his face known. He needs to make himself known before the time ends. And so that's why this narcissism thing is coming more and more to the forefront, because the devil knows that his timing is up and he only has so much time. And the devil knows that he's a defeated foe. That's how delusional the devil is, because he knows that he's defeated. He knows that God has already destroyed him, and still he's trying to make it seem as though he's won. So that means the devil is delusional. So what made me move past it is that, I'm not alone, and that I don't need to feel this way, and that this person truly did never care about me. And you know what? Throughout my relationship / marriage to my ex-narcissist wife, throughout my time, I always sensed that something was wrong with her. I always knew that there was something that was just not right. I couldn't figure out why. I just attributed it to the fact that maybe it's because she's of another race than me. Maybe it's because I'm fearful. Maybe it's because I'm scared. Maybe it's because I didn't know that people like this existed. It could have been those things. But then I came to realize that there was something deep and deeply wrong, with her. And I come to find out that she'd been lying to me throughout the whole time. And I found out that I was right. because I even called her out on her nonsense. I called her out on the fact that she's a liar, and a cheat, and that she's this and that she's that. I called her out many times, but I just didn't come to the realization that the devil could be so possessed and that she could be so people could go to great lengths to destroy people's lives. I didn't know that in that way, that people could manipulate people, that they could gaslight them, that they could blame shift them, that they could just start intentional arguments for no reason. I just thought, who does that? Who just starts an argument just for the sake of arguments? I didn't know that people could do that. But the truth is that the narcissist has been doing this from since time began. The narcissist was just hoping, my ex-wife was just banking on and hoping that I would never figure it out. But I figured it out. And that's why she had to flee. That's why she had to run, because I figured her out and I exposed her for the true person that she was. And that way I was able to separate the wheat from the chaff. I'm the wheat and she's the chaff. Right? She's the fake and the phony. I'm the real and I'm the empathetic, right? And so, yeah, it's going to, like I said, guys, when it comes down to separating the wheat from the chaff, it's going to be a very harsh reality. Many of you are going to be shocked beyond belief. Many of you may not even be able to get over the fact that your wife or your husband or your mom or your dad or your brother or your sister or your cousin was there administering the smear campaign about you all your life. You're going to be shocked about that. I know. It's going to be a tough pill. It's going to be really tough for many of you to get over. But just know this, guys. It wasn't your fault. Know that. It was not your fault. You had nothing to do with them smear campaigning you, manipulating you, gaslighting you. It had nothing to do with you. And I mean nothing. You did nothing wrong. You were being your true authentic self, while the narcissist was not being a true authentic person. They were lying about you the whole time, and they were hoping, they were betting that you wouldn't figure it out. But you figured it out. And that's why you're watching my video right now. And so I always encourage people that when they start watching my videos, start at the beginning. Start at the first video entitled, "What is Narcissism?" And then just work your way up, just so that you can have a better understanding of what these terms actually mean and how they play out within your narcissistic relationship or situation. And I would also encourage you to watch my video on what is the love bomb stage, the devaluation stage, the discard stage, or the reverse discard stage, the Hoover. The Hoover, again, is when the narcissist is trying to check on you to see if you've healed or if you figured out that they're actually a narcissist. And we always tell people, and I always tell people, do not, and I mean do not accept a Hoover. I don't care if you've healed and if you are the strongest person now that you've healed and you learned about narcissism. I do not care. Do not accept the Hoover. The Hoover is not going to do you any good. All it's going to do is it's going to be 10 times worse than what you dealt with before. When you are put in a situation and you get out of a situation that could have potentially destroyed you, it is in your best interest to not go back to that thing that could have potentially destroyed you. It's like a dog returning back to its vomit. It's just not worth it. It ain't worth it. It's not going to do you any good. So your best bet is just to move on, live your best life, do the things that excite you, the things that make you happier, the things that make you be able to be your own self. I don't care if it's playing video games. I don't care if it's traveling. I don't care if it's cooking, if it's baking, if it's going on long walks, going in nature. I don't care what those things are. You go do what makes you happy. Don't worry about the narcissist. The narcissist is facing their own karma right now. They have to live with themselves every single day, day in and day out. It's just the reality of it. The devil doesn't sleep, and neither does the narcissist. The narcissist doesn't sleep. That's why when you were with the narcissist, you notice that they're always doing something, and they couldn't sleep. They said that, sleep isn't something that's easy for them. Why do you think that is? It's because the narcissist, they can't sleep. The devil doesn't sleep. The devil always wants to be doing something, right? And so, guys, like I said, you're going to have to separate the wheat from the chaff. You are the wheat. You are the nice harvested wheat. The narcissist is the chaff. All the things, all the remains of the fresh wheat that was harvested. That's the narcissist. They're the chaff, and they don't matter. The narcissist doesn't matter at all, because when the end times come, God's going to choose his elect and all the people that are chosen for his kingdom. Do you want to be there? I'm sure you want to be there. So do the right thing. Separate the wheat from the chaff. Get rid of all the people who aren't any good for you. Get rid of the people that drain your energy and are constantly trying to undermine you and make you feel as though you're meaningless, make you feel as though you're nothing, make you feel as though you are the narcissist, make you feel as though make you feel as though you can't move forward. Get rid of these people. These people will only destroy you. These people will only take from you until there's nothing more to take. So know this, guys. I know it's going to be tough for some of you to understand, but just know that it gets better. It gets 10 times better once you get rid of these people. And it will lighten your load. You're going to feel 10 pounds lighter once you get rid of these people. Once you start separating the chaff, getting rid of all that chaff, you're going to feel 10 pounds lighter. I promise you. I've done it myself. I've gotten rid of a lot of people in my circle throughout the years who didn't serve me. You know, I've had to go no contact and block them. And one thing I want to say, guys, when you get rid of these people, when you go no contact, when you block them, when you do whatever you do, you stop talking to them, don't think that you owe them an explanation, because you don't. You don't owe them an explanation. Don't feel like you have to explain and say, oh, well, I'm not talking to anymore because you're... Don't do any of that. Just get rid of them. Because two things are happening. When you explain to them, when you try to explain to the narcissist that they were abusing you, one, they're not going to listen to you at all. They won't care about you. Second thing they're going to do is that it's going to create an argument, because the narcissist, they want your energy. They want to steal your energy. They want to take from you, and they want to see if you're willing to give back to them. The other thing that's going to happen when you explain to them is you're going to show them that you haven't healed yet. You're going to show them that you're not strong enough to break free. You're going to show them that you still owe them something, and they're going to continue to take from you. And that's not the case. You want to get away from them, right? Yeah, so what I would say is you need to get away from these people. Separate the wheat from the chaff. Do the right thing. Like I said, if this video helped you out, I hope it helped you out. Then please send me an email at paul.wisdom_03@hotmail.com if you want to set up a one-on-one session. Like and subscribe. Send it to somebody who you think could use the message. Put it in the comments below if you understand what I'm talking about. And you can send me a text at 647-406-3057 if you have a question, or if you want to talk to me, about, my narcissistic situation. I also encourage you to check out the podcast I spoke on. There's a link down below in the description box that you can see my podcast I spoke on about my experience. And yeah, I hope it helps you out. And I hope to see you on the next video. Thank you.